Hey, it says there's two people watching, but I can't get the link to work for anyone else. So if you're there, will you say something in the chat so I know why the hell this is not showing up on my live streaming page? Is it because it's unlisted? Try and switch to public. Okay, fixed it. Alright guys, I'll be back in time to start recording at 9:30, and then I'll restart the entire stream. Okay, here we go.
I'm not making this up. Oh, it gets crazier. Oh, it gets crazier.
Ben Carson would love to have my testimony, but I got a prison record.
Oh, it gets crazier. Oh, it gets crazier.
Hey, Jennifer. Earlier, I say this with love, but earlier you used the Lord's name in vain.
I what?
You used the Lord's name in vain, and the Bible says that he will not hold us guiltless who blaspheme the name of the Lord.
Oh, it gets crazier. Oh, it gets crazier.
Got on the ground and I clawed the earth. I told Satan, I said, if you give me what I want, if you make me a god, I will serve you until the end of time.
Now, you want to think about this.
I'm not making this up.
Ugh, sorry guys. I didn't account for this. There we go. Actually, still too big.
So you slit his throat and then transported the body to Vancouver, Washington, and made it look like a suicide. You think we wouldn't find out? You think we wouldn't know? Bitch, I know people. I know people. I know witches, I know aliens, I know demons, I know it all. You basic fucking bitch. You think that we wouldn't figure it out?
You didn't have to remove that.
You think that we would not figure it out, you basic fucking bitch. He killed himself. He killed himself. Vitaly killed himself. But he was also murdered in another timeline. Because I'm a shaman, I see multiple timelines. I see multiple timelines. I see them. Yeah, Vitaly killed himself. But he was also murdered. So two things can be true. But I was like, how did he get the gun? How did he get the gun? How was he able to buy the gun? Because he had no money. How was he able to buy the gun? How was he able to buy the gun?
Good job, buddy.
Trigger warning, trigger warning. If you are triggered by trigger warnings, then you are being warned of a potential trigger.
I gotta find a fix for
Repeat,
this.
This is a trigger warning, trigger warning. You have been warned. Trigger warning. If you are offended by conspiratarded notions, or are yourself an easily offended conspiratard, then this show may trigger feelings of disbelief, anxiety, nihilism, self-hatred, and shadow people. Yeah, fucking shadow people. You've been warned.
Why, hello there, my retards. It's me, Omni Eros, and as you can see, I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but I'm working on it. So, you'll have to forgive me. This is a bit of a work in progress for me. I've never gone live by myself, and I'm a little a little daunted, and you're going to have to bear with me as I mess around with all of the different options here and whatnot. So, hello. How's it going, guys? I had a fun day. Did you have a fun day? I guess the first thing that obviously needs to be talked about is what happened to my channels, Omni-Eros and Omni-Eris. Well, the first thing that happened at about 6:30 this morning. And apparently I was sent an email that told me that my account had been suspended. I'm assuming it's because I acquired a third strike on Omni-Eros. However, I was not told what the strike was for. I didn't get an email telling me that I had violated any terms of service, nothing. Which, when you click on the form that they give you when they tell you your account suspended, they say that Google will contact you and let you know what you've done wrong. As of this point, I have no idea. But it's kind of a misnomer because I didn't do anything wrong. What happened is, last night, just after midnight Eastern Time, Jack MC posted a video on his channel. Jack MC posted a video on his channel. It said, "Welcome home, Omni-Eros." And I want to grab a screenshot of that. It'll just be 1 second while I pull that up. And I just want to remind everyone, I am on the air live right now. And yeah, I wish everyone would take note of that who might be standing 5 to 6 feet away from me right now. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull up Jack MC's channel. I thought I had the screenshot, but it is saved on my phone. So what I want to do is show you guys what's happening here on this video, which we will watch in a little bit. I haven't seen it yet, but I read the description. So let me pull that up here. Yeah, I'm going to reduce myself. As I said, bear with me. There's going to be some learning curve going on here, okay? So I want to add a window capture, and I want to capture this right here. This is perfect. Now this is Jack MC's video, Welcome Home Party. It was published yesterday. It was actually published about 22 hours ago at this point. So this was before my channel went down, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit show more here so we can see the full description. Let's just read it. And keep in mind this is before my channel went down, okay? Jack MC would like to officially welcome Michael Chen Thompson, aka Omni-Eros/Eris, and all of his cult followers back to their true spiritual home. Well, I just want to say, everyone thinks that they've discovered something and they're saying Michael Chen Thompson as though it actually means something, but it doesn't. Because Chen Thompson is not my real last name. It was a pen name that I created after I got married, but my real last name is Michael Thompson. Well, that's my full name. But I've said that on the air before. And I've never tried to hide the fact that my name is Michael C. Thompson. That was my very first video on YouTube. So I just think it's funny when there's so much information out there that they are still using incorrect information. It just kind of speaks to the laziness. But let's continue. You have all eternity to familiarize yourself with your surroundings. In truth, you never left. You attempted to forget the nature of reality through life and death, but Saturn always returns, just like Draco Slayer. Welcome home, guys. Welcome home. P.S. Ald already officially greeted Doc Savage. I don't know what that last part means, but I will tell you this. Jack MC did not write that description. That description was obviously written by Ald Kendall. And these people are so stupid, they put up evidence of their coordinated strike. I did go ahead and forward this along to YouTube. I will be honest, at this point, I do not expect anything to come of it. I don't think YouTube gives a flying fuck, okay? My channel is deleted, but Jimmy, Draco Slayer, he still has videos up calling me a violent child molester and saying that I live in Texas. So those get to remain, but my channel's fucked and they don't even tell me why. So YouTube has some major fucking issues, and it's clear that it can be heavily exploited by people with malicious intent. So I don't know what to say about that. I hope YouTube gets its fucking act together. But I guess for now, I'll just go ahead and play the game, or whatever. And I'm going to divest myself, as I already mentioned, Actually, no, I did record Secret Magic Kool-Aid 4 already, and I was not happy with it, but I went on this long rant in there about how I'm divesting myself from Jimmy and Alora and Ald and all of these fucking people. Now, Patrick, I will never forgive, and I will make sure that he goes to jail one day. I'm your enemy for life, Patrick. I know you're not watching, but just so you know, I'm your enemy for life, okay? And though I may not publicly pursue Patrick as much as I have been, Patrick, you're a lawbreaker, and it's going to be exposed. I'm talking to him like he's watching this, but I highly doubt that's the case. I will say this, I did have some issues. I tried to do this stream as unlisted, and it didn't fucking work. So I had to make it public. It will become unlisted immediately after. So I guess it's possible that some non-Patreon people are watching right now. Say hi to the chat if you're one of those people. But yeah, so I had to do this as a public stream. I'm getting off track here. I'm really not used to going live by myself. I should probably stop mentioning that. That's probably a flaw. But anyway, I'm starting a new channel, as you all saw. I'm locked out of Omni-Eris too, because they both use the same Gmail account. So I've appealed, I don't expect to hear anything back, and I don't expect to get control of Omni-Eris again. So I guess it's time to move on. I guess it's time to find something else to do. And I'll hand it to you, Ald. Because you're such a dirty, low-life piece of shit, you fucking checkmated me. I don't know what to say. If I fight back, then this continues. And I don't want it to continue. You're not that important to me. I would rather just move on and not publicly speak of you again. So I guess that's going to be it for all that. And Ald and Jimmy and Alora, and they can all say whatever the fuck they want, but I really am above this. So I am not going to be dragged into this bullshit, into this quicksand anymore. It's really fucking time to move on. And now that I've said that, why don't we watch the video? Yeah, I'm hilarious. I do want to watch this video, maybe get some final thoughts out on it. Let me get OBS worked up here to where I'm in front of the video. There we go. See, guys, I'm getting the hang of it. So I'll make this a little bigger. Yeah, I know, it sucks. What do you want me to say? There we go. Let's see what this fucktard has to say.
Right. So, I welcome Michael's latest video where he's calling us to back the fuck up, but Michael, it's really you that needs to back the fuck up. I gave you like...
I will. I'll back up, bitch.
...disclosure on Liz. You should have stopped at that point.
Why? Why should I have stopped? She continued to send me crazy emails in the middle of the night and harass and make comments about me. So why should I have stopped? And also going after children, that's a big no-no. Scamming, no-no. You're a fucking retard, Jack, and I hope that you die, okay? I hope you become addicted to drugs and overdose and drop dead. And I have a feeling that that's one of your potential futures, for which there are only a limited selection of those, okay? And if that doesn't happen, then good for you. All right? But you're right. I should back up. You are so toxic and insane, and your friends are so fucking toxic and insane, that it was stupid of me to have ever engaged you in the first place. You guys can all go fuck back off into Wonderland and play with each other's dicks, but I think that I need to just, for my own mental health, be done with all of this garbage. Which is why I'm going to hit play.
That point. But you didn't. You felt compelled to see what was in the box.
The box. Here you go.
Knowing that razor sharp chains would come out.
You're gonna use my own metaphors. Oh, you suck. You know what? You're nothing like a Cenobite, bitch. I wish that the Cenobites would visit you. You're just a fucking retard. You're a pathetic, cuckolded retard who would suck Ald Kendall's sweaty, greasy nutsack if he told you it would give you magic powers, okay? So, you're not a magic demon that came forth out of Le Marchand's box. I was exaggerating, alright?
Eternity. So, Michael, welcome.
Welcome to your nightmare.
Welcome to the Black Cube, Michael. Consider this your initiation.
You can suck my cock.
your rite of passage.
Oh, yeah?
Consider this your transformation. It's now complete.
Uh-huh.
And
What-
you
what-
have your new surroundings
What did I transform into?
for which you can dwell in and explore forever.
I don't know what you mean by that. It just seems like
So
a
you
vaguely
may be more
cryptic comment that
interested in
you'd
my
probably don't
channel
even
and what I
understand.
had to say before you came around and started calling me insane.
You are insane. You should bash your head into a wall until you're in a fucking coma. That would be good for society, you dirtbag piece of shit.
Michael, you said
Thank God this fucking loser never impregnated Alora. Maybe he's not enough of a man to get Alora Snow pregnant. Or maybe she is a man.
one of the biggest concerns you had was the perpetuation of mankind itself.
Yeah.
But the real reason you think that, Michael,
Is because I'm not a
whether you know
retard
it
like
or
you.
not, is because as mankind evolves, it evolves spiritually and technologically.
You're not spiritual
doesn't-
and you're not evolved, okay? You're a fucking retard who listens to a goddamn obvious moronic sociopath. Well, I guess Ald's really not a moron. There's really something genius about him, but he's still tricking you with the most moronic shit believable. And you're falling for it, and you fall for Alora Snow. So you can consider yourself spiritually evolved all you want, but you're just a fucking retard, Jack, and you know it. And I'd love to see where this path puts you on your life, you fucking loser. Your parents clearly have money, and this is what you've decided to do with what you were handed?
Of technological growth, then the whole thing's going to come crashing down, buddy.
Yeah, you're not
The
spiritual.
whole thing's going to come
You're
crashing
retarded.
down.
And you're a little malicious and evil as well.
Cenobites won't get their pound of flesh, they'll get every pound of flesh.
Uh-huh.
You understand?
Yeah. You think I opened a box. Bitch, you opened a fucking box.
So,
And I'm not going to be the one that comes after you.
take this as a warning, Michael. Take this as a warning. I know you got pulled into this as a derivative of Patrick John Coleman.
That's not how I got pulled into this.
And you're right, as soon as you did start engaging with me, I can pinpoint when the hooks came out. I can pinpoint the exact moment when the hooks
When
came
was
out.
that, you fucking tard?
It's when you decided to attack Liz for targeting children.
That's what she
That
did.
was
And you know
the
what?
moment.
I'll say it right now. For somebody who's constantly projecting how everyone is a pedophile, Liz is probably a fucking pedophile. And I totally would not leave her with my children. And I would suggest none of you ever do the same. Not that you would ever do that. But, yeah. Liz has the profile of someone who would prey upon children. And she fulfills that profile very adequately, Jack. And I question your defense of her. Are you like Liz, Jack? Is that what brought you two fuckers together?
The box opened and Pinhead came out.
You're Pinhead?
To understand that.
You're not Pinhead, bitch. I'm fucking Pinhead. Alright, you dumb bastard?
So you don't plead ignorance further down the line. You need to understand your own actions and how your own actions have led to this.
Yeah.
And you're right.
They
there's
did.
No solution to this mess.
My
There's
actions
no
did lead to
solution
this, I admit it.
mess.
The solution would be if you all hit the fucking reset button.
Welcome to the realm of hell, Michael. Welcome to the.
Oh,
Black
I'm in hell
Cube.
now?
So, next time you want to go after and, as you say, find new retards, you're fine. You're not going to find a group that are as far on the seabed as us lot.
I think you're right about that.
Your ultimate match. I remember
Ultimate
you
match?
said you needed a new antagonist on your channel and you prayed to your god Eris. Well, seems that your god delivered.
She did.
And you got more than you bargained
You're
for.
right,
Be
I
careful
did.
what you wish for.
I should have been careful.
careful.
Actually, I'm actually very grateful to Eris for this lesson. And I was very upset about Omni Eros being deleted and being locked out of Omni Eris for about an hour. But now I'm totally fine with it. And I want to thank Eris for making this happen because clearly she has a plan. And clearly everything is going according to plan. How could it not? And by the way, did I mention? Brought to you by Monster Energy Drinks. Alright, that was cheesy.
Because it might
But I'm serious about Eris, bitch.
come true. So without further ado, Michael, don't look for any reason from now on. Just look for the exit. That's all you have to do. And you might think I'm skitzing out, going sideways, chatting shit to you, but
You are.
I'm not now.
Yeah, you are.
Now you're in the club.
I'm not in your stupid club, you little
have the
bitch.
same problems that everyone else down here does.
I do?
You have the same things that
What
you
are
have
they?
to solve now.
What are the problems I have to solve?
So,
Are you threatening to continue flagging my channel against YouTube's terms of service? Because you have been reported for that, you know? It's pretty stupid to put your fucking description here and make this claim hours before a mass flagging campaign takes place on my channel. So, I mean, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it won't. Maybe the appeal won't go through. Who gives a shit? You can take down one channel after another, you dirty little shithead. I'm not going anywhere, okay? So, but I will say, I think we can stop your stupid video now. You're clearly a retard who thinks that you're important. You're not a mastermind here. Ald is clearly the mastermind. You're a pawn with some disgusting hair and a trashy English face. So why don't you go fuck yourself? And I'm going to be done with you forever, Jack. And I hope that you drop dead, and I hope that you're never able to reproduce, okay? The most horrible things in life, may they fall upon your shoulders, all right? Whatever joy, and actually, I want to modify my wish. I hope that you are brought to such beauteous mountains of joy and grandeur, only to be pushed off the ledge and land on your fucking face down in the dirt below the end of the whatever I'm trying to say. All right? I curse you, bitch, and I curse you all. But I'm not going to any longer interfere with any of you. Because you are all like AIDS, okay? Well, I guess that means I can never get rid of you. But I'm going to do my best, all right? You can all continue to play your little games, but no more public attention from me. And, yeah. God, I'm really just sick of the whole thing. I'm just so outraged that they're publicly facilitating this crap, making these threatening videos. Jimmy has videos up calling me a pedophile and a child molester. Those videos don't ever get removed by YouTube. His channel is apparently never going down. My channel gets removed. I don't even get fucking told why it got removed. And I'm conflicted. I am happy about the change. As you can see, I bought a beautiful new back thing. How am I handling it, guys? How am I handling it live? I'm going to check on the chat. Why not? Ugh. Yeah. Sorry. I'm really not used to this. But anyway, I guess I'll get better at it, right? So I guess we'll be done with Jack. Move on to something else. Let me just close the window capture here. Make myself a little bigger. At the risk of repeating myself, though I am done with Ald Kendall and his group of retards, I did say I'm never going to be done with Patrick. So, just want you guys to know. Until Vitaly is avenged, until Patrick is fucking in jail or permanently in a psych ward, I just can't let it go. It tears me up inside. So, what else? There's so many fresh things happening. Ron, if you're watching, hi Ron. I've been talking to Ron a little bit. He's still taking a vacation. I guess we're getting back on the same page some more. It's really not the same without Ron there. I mean, the fucking theme song for the show came from Ron. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll work something out. I know Ron is sick of all this crap, too. And, we're all just kind of done dealing with it, I guess. You know why I'm floundering here is because I had a whole fucking list of things to talk about, and now I can't find it, and I'm getting nervous. But that's why this is secret, so you can all see how secretly bad I am at broadcasting. But, I guess I can tell you guys about my novel. I have a few, but I just finished a mostly final draft of a horror novel called Slaughterhouse. I think I'm going to self-publish that one. It's actually a novella. It's about 40,000 words. And, it's a horror novel with no supernatural shit in it, which is how all horror novels should be, because supernatural shit is not real and it's not scary. But This novel, I'm hoping it's called, did I mention it's called Slaughterhouse? I'm hoping to have it out in maybe 2 weeks. I need to come up with some cover material, and I need to start getting back on top of the writing thing. I'm feeling like this. See, I started YouTube as a means to promote my writing, and then it took off and it became something else entirely. And now we're stuck with crazy conspiratard Omni Eris, although that's not Omni anymore, but the whole universe, I guess, that has been created still exists, and in a way it takes a lot of my energy and time to maintain it. I have let the maintenance fall apart as more people come on board, but it's also drawn me away from other stuff that I'm passionate about doing. I mean, I was more passionate about writing than I ever was about broadcasting. I always considered broadcasting to be more of a secondary interest of mine, but once I started doing it, I guess I liked it. So I guess my goals with the new channel, which by the way is going to be called Son of Eris, if you couldn't tell by the screen back here, let me remind you guys, that's going to be coming up on Friday, okay? And Mystic Kool-Aid is going to be the name of the new show. Mystic Kool-Aid #1 is coming on Friday, and I'm going to expand the types of retards I take on. I wanted to do this with Omni Arrows, but I just kind of fell back into the same habits, and then I started making cannon fodder out of all the Womble retards, which was a bad idea, but I did learn from it, and I want to again thank Eris for teaching me a beautiful lesson. But I want to expand more into people. I mean, I've even mentioned this before, but like Milo Yiannopoulos, or more people like the gender Nazi Dakota Hendricks and Milo Stewart. I showed you guys her before, I think on the last Secret Magic Kool-Aid, and I think that we riffed on her on Psychic Vampires before. So that is kind of the idea. I still want to do psychics and scammers, and there's going to be some more Flat Earth stuff coming up soon. That will also be on Psychic Vampires, which is not changing at all. It will be tomorrow. Me and Ian are going to be there. It's going to be 8:30 Eastern Time, as usual. I am looking for guests. We want to have a rotating guest chair. I would love if Light Guru would come on. That would be amazing. I love you, Light Guru. You're my favorite. I have a weird crush on you. But yeah, so I would love Light Guru to come on. And then, of course, all of you guys who regularly come on, I think we can switch things up a bit. I do want to kind of, without saying too much, I realize that I have let in people who maybe have not been telling me the truth, and it's kind of been adjusting my motivation, because a lot of the things that have been motivating me are totally based on false premises, but I believe the premises to be true. I mean, I'm being very vague here, but some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. My point is, I need to be way more discerning. And just because somebody gives me a few reasons to trust them doesn't mean that I should necessarily trust them. And my misplaced trust in people has led me down some fairly awkward roads before. I trusted Patricia Steer, and though she didn't specifically betray me, I guess what I trusted is that she wasn't going to suck dirty white supremacist Nazi Eric Dubé dick, and I was wrong about that. But I trusted she wouldn't do it because she herself is Jewish. Her mother is Jewish. So I figured, oh, well, Patricia's never going to do that. Well, I was wrong. So my point is, anyone can fucking stab you in the back. There are people that I would give the trust to even though I know that's true, but I need to be way more discerning. And thanks, some of you, for pointing out things that made you uncomfortable about certain people, because you've all been kind of vindicated without me, again, saying too much. Greg is probably pulling his hair out right now, just begging me to shut the fuck up, right? Is that what's going on, Greg? I'm looking at the chat. No, he didn't tell me to shut the fuck up. Well, good, Greg. But yeah. Yeah, it looks like you guys know exactly what I'm talking about in the chat there. So yeah, fun times in Omni Arrows land. But I'm not going to be Omni anymore. It's Michael from now on, okay? I am the son of Eris. And we're starting over. We're doing a soft reboot of the whole concept. Still going to target scumbags, still going to target con artists. You're going to see more live broadcasts. I know I'm going to get better at doing this. As I said, this is very stiff and awkward, but that's how Psychic Vampires was at first, and that's how Kooky Conspiratard Kool-Aid was at first. So it's just part of the process. Thanks for sticking with me through it. I will say it makes it a lot easier to get these things out, because editing Secret Magic Kool-Aid when it's an hour long is fucking hellacious. Particularly the way I did it. I used to use a Mac, and the way I did my videos, the reason they took so long to come out sometimes is because I would edit them, or no, I would screencast them with a program called ScreenFlow, then I would export them, and then I would re-edit them, so a second round of edits in iMovie, and then I would export it with iMovie and upload it. Now I guess I can still use the Mac, but I really want to try and change the lookup. OBS, that's what I'm using right now. I plan to use that for Psychic Vampires, but I have an audio issue that I need to work out. If any of you know shit about mixing channels, like a stereo mix with a microphone on PC, get in touch with me. omnieris@gmail.com. So yeah, I do like the new look, and I mean, you'll see Ian down in the bottom right corner. You'll see me down in the bottom left, and you'll see the video playing in the background, and then we can get guests all over the place. It's going to be great. I think it looks a lot better. And it's just time for a change, both visual and philosophical. So, another thing I want to say is, I've taken a lot of risks with my videos. For instance, if I were to leave this video up publicly after I'm done here, that would be a major risk. So, because I've said some horrible things just in this video alone. Well, from now on Mystic Kool-Aid, you will not see things like this stated. I'm going to try to tone it down. I'm going to try to cut back on the cursing. I'm going to try to cut back on the screaming. I want to make my new channel fucking flag-proof. I know there's people out there that do it. There's tons of people who it's impossible to flag them down because the way that they make their videos is perfectly in line with YouTube's algorithms, or I don't know. It's like some fucking black magic when you try to talk about how the entire YouTube system works, but there's people who know how to fucking work it. And obviously, Ald Kendall knows how to work it because he coordinated a fucking mass strike against my channel last night, and it's all gone. I'm gonna learn, okay? I've been here for a year. I was devastated that all of my work for the last 6 months is now gone. It's not gone. Thanks, everybody. Thank Greg right now. He has everything backed up, and he's re-uploading everything to an archive channel. It sucks to lose the views and the watch time and all of the points. Whatever, though. It fucking happened. I learned a lesson, and I was telling Greg, maybe I lost all this, but I've actually acquired a fairly valuable skill over the last year. Now, it doesn't look very valuable tonight because I've never broadcasted live by myself, but a year ago, I would have been sitting here not knowing what to do, and I would have been falling all over myself. So I am getting better at this, and I want to hone that. I want to find new audiences. I want to reach out. And, you know, another thing is I don't want you guys to be attacked by the people that I attack. That was happening with Draco and Alora. So I need to find targets who are not going to just blatantly break the fucking rules. I need to find scammers who have shit to lose. Crazy people are not good targets, and you can't predict what they're going to do. And I can't believe it took me a whole fucking year to realize that. I guess some lessons are hard to learn. And I will admit, too, I was kind of thriving on the chaos, especially when Jimmy sent me that death threat. It was so fucking hilarious. It was maybe the most hilarious, gut-busting moment of my entire time here on YouTube. But then the fucking fallout with him going after all of you guys, and it was just... So, it may be hilarious, but sometimes I have to think, is it worth the laugh? Really? And I just need to question that. But, yeah, you know what, guys? What I'm going to do is, we'll call that the first part of the show, okay? And I'm going to play a short video for a break, and then I'm going to come back and we'll do the second part of the show. Now I just need to find this video that I downloaded to play for you all. And I know it's somewhere. Oh, here it is. The video is about 6 minutes. Let me just get it up and running. Alrighty. This is my sexiest video of all time, guys, okay? I want you to know that. And a lot of you have not seen it, actually. I don't know why. This is one of my least popular videos, because it's definitely one of my funniest. It's, that's not what I want to share. Here we go. Alright. So I will leave you guys to it, and I will be right back, okay? Oh yeah. Oh, fuck.
Hello, you putrid faggot. It is I, Omni-Satan, Lord of Darkness, and, Master of your waking realm. Yeah.
What the fuck, man? I'm not even recording a video right now.
Oh, yes, you are.
No way, man. I'm in the middle of masturbating. And how long has that camera been turned on?
Long enough to know you've been jerking it to videos of Roxanne.
Look, I swear to God I was not jerking off to videos of Roxanne.
Hey now, don't bring me into this shit.
No one fucking invited you.
Oh, I did, Michael.
Well, who the fuck invited you?
Michael, you really need to calm down. You're going to piss off the neighbors again.
Fuck the neighbors. Will you two please go away? It is going to take hours for my enormous penis to fill up with blood again. Do you guys know how long it takes me to masturbate?
Come on now. Do you really think that you're going to convince God and Satan that it takes you more than 3 minutes to ejaculate? Really? Really? Can we stop talking about Michael's dick for a second?
I'm right here.
Listen, we're here because we have something that we need to tell you, Michael.
So you couldn't wait until I was finished?
That is precisely why we're here, Michael. You cannot spill that seed. It is the seed of the Antichrist. Inside of your testicles right now is the seed of the Antichrist. The spermatozoa floating around in there will one day destroy this profane world. If you spill that seed and the Antichrist is not born, it may very well lead to the collapse of the time-space continuum.
Well, what do you give a shit if the Antichrist is going to destroy the world anyway?
It's not in the script.
Omni-Jesus, you're cool with this? I mean, it's the fucking Antichrist we're talking about here. Also, why did you make me gay if I'm supposed to be the father of the Antichrist?
Listen, two things, okay? I wasn't paying attention when I put the Antichrist in your DNA. I didn't fucking think about it. I was a little drunk and maybe a little high on crystal methamphetamines that day. And, I just wasn't paying any attention. And number two, I didn't make you gay, okay? You chose to be gay. That's how it works. We all know that whenever you're near a vagina, you want to fuck it. But you choose not to because you hate me. That's why you're gay. You disgusting faggot.
You're gonna come on my channel and call me a faggot?
You were just masturbating to gay pornography.
I was watching My Little Pony clips!
Who the fuck is Roxanne?
What the fuck do you want from me?
Okay, listen, don't get pissed, alright? Alright, you gotta get some girl pregnant. You're gonna have to knock her up. Fuck her hard, make sure it takes, okay?
Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm married.
Oh, I will take care of that. Don't worry about that.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it, okay?
Your voice sounds really similar to Omni-Jesus.
Yeah, no it doesn't. Let's not get distracted here. Michael, you're gonna have to get some bitch pregnant.
I am a gold star gay, okay? I made out with a girl one time. I have no idea how to pick up a woman, and much less to convince one to carry my fucking spawn to full term.
Yeah, you just get the baby in there and I'll take care of the rest. Listen, can you just do me a solid? Just this one fucking time do something for God, alright? And I will reward you. You like that Japanese guy, former, conspirator Kai Sugano, right? You like him? Hey, he's all yours. Nobody else wants him.
Married.
I told you, I've got that handled.
You actually kind of sound like Bashar, too.
We're cousins.
You know what? I'm not doing it. Fuck you guys. I'm just gonna finish up. I need to get some poison out.
God damn it, Michael! If you do that, I will make Lord Stephen Christ the President of the United States!
Holy fuck! No way would you ever do that. Even you're not that fucking crazy, Omni Jesus.
Yeah, seriously, man, that's a little harsh. I mean, being honest here. I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Fuck Earth. What has it ever done for me? It's not even entertaining to me anymore. Come on, bro, there's a lot of great things about the Earth.
You are sounding more and more like Omni Jesus as we get further into this thing.
I really don't sound like Omni Jesus. I really don't.
You know, I don't really give a shit either. Let Steven be the fucking president. I don't give a fuck. I hate this planet as much as you do, Omni Jesus.
Michael, you look like you have some major scoliosis. I mean, you really need to straighten up. You know, we're all forgetting what's most important here. The birth of the Antichrist. Michael, I just realized you're very skinny. You need to eat, because you can't die before you kill yourself, as is your destiny. Will you shut the fuck up, Omni Jesus?
Oh my god. Oh my god, I want to kill myself. I can't believe that I can't even fucking masturbate in peace.
Oh god. Why don't you just do what you're told for once?
Okay. Ladies, anyone want to have my Antichrist baby? Let me know in the comments.
That's not gonna work. Alright? It's not gonna work!
I'll mail you some sperm in a plastic bag, and it's up to you from there.
Seriously, I created you. Don't you fuck with me!
Are we finished?
Yeah, you're gonna have to try harder. That was really bad.
Alright, I really don't give a shit about the Antichrist or the time-space continuum. Fuck it, let it collapse. I give a fuck. I'm just gonna go.
No, you can't go. You need to inseminate a vagina. Any vagina. So long as the womb is not barren.
Oh yeah. Oh, fuck. There you go, guys. The video that creeped everyone out. So I hope you're happy. I've embarrassed myself for you all. And I'm back! So, how's it going, guys? I was thinking I should bring Omni Jesus back, but it may be a little played out. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I bring Omni Jesus back? I thought Omni Apollo was gonna blow up, and it just never did. It never blew up! I just can't believe it! What am I gonna do with all of these voices that nobody cares about? I tried to repurpose Omni Apollo for Dan Pratt, and then he just became extremely uninteresting. So, I will tell you guys, I long for the days of Dan Pratt and Stephen Christ, okay? Whew. They seem like fucking puppy dogs compared to some of the assholes that I've been going after. I mean, Stephen pulled some crazy shit on me, but he had the decency to reverse course. And, of course, declare me to be his archangel. So, I want to say, thanks, Stephen. I used to hate you, but now I realize you're one of the kindest souls on the planet. And you really are God. So, I want to say, though, why didn't you protect me, Stephen? I thought that you could protect me, and now I'm just not so sure. But, you know, there's no point in longing for the days of yore. We'll never have Lord Stephen Christ as the primary antagonist again. I'll never find Dan Pratt interesting. And I will never focus on these toxic tards ever again either. So, who will be the Stephen Christ for Son of Eris? Who will it be? I feel like these channels are all marked by primary antagonists. We had Stephen Christ on Omni Eris, or Eris. We had Patrick Coleman on Omni Eros. Again, I'm not letting Patrick go, but time to move on, right? Time to find somebody new. Somebody who does deserve it. And I will. My vampire sense is tingling about a few people. By the way, guys, did I mention... let me show you guys this email I got this morning. It was right after my channel went down, and they sent it through my website on the omnieros.com, which means that they had no idea how to find my email except through there. So let me pull it up here. I'm thinking there's a couple suspects for who it could be, so I'm going to show it to you guys. And of course I can't fucking find it now. That is so gay. Well, I'm going to keep looking for it, and I'll ramble about things while I look for it. How about Donald Trump, huh? What a piece of shit. Everyone hates Donald Trump, right? Right. That's right. Yeah. You know, I hate Hillary Clinton, but obviously I would prefer her to Donald Trump. And one good thing that's come out of this election cycle is somebody handed Ted Cruz his ass, and then somebody handed Donald Trump his ass. So yeah, Donald Trump trolled the fuck out of Ted Cruz, and of course, now Donald Trump's being trolled because I have a feeling that not all of these allegations about him are true. I mean, some of them are definitely true, but then some of these women who I see talking about it seem very opportunistic, and they do not seem to be particularly traumatized to me. And I say, that's what you deserve, Donald Trump, you dirty piece of shit. You deserve people to fucking lie about you. So here, now I'm going to show you guys this picture. Yeah, I hope you guys give a shit about my nonsensical rants about Donald Trump while I was doing that. God, I should have been more prepared, huh? I guess you live and you learn, and then you get loves. So here we go. And of course it's not showing the picture. That is super fucking gay. I'm just going to read you the email, okay? Crushed like a bug. It's from god@centeroftheuniverse.com. And actually, I think you guys need to see this. It's so much better if you see it. So I'm going to figure out a way for you to see this. Desktop. Again, thank you for bearing with me as I get the hang of how to do all this. So, window, add. Ugh, this is so gay. Now we'll do pull up this picture. Nope, still not working. Still not fucking working. That's pretty gay. I'll just open it with a browser. Maybe that'll work. We'll open it with Torch. And it's taking a second. Who are you guys voting for? In the chat? Why don't you fill up the empty space by talking about that? I will say Jill Stein, not particularly impressive. And Gary Johnson is definitely not impressive. Wow, what a retard, huh? Although I'm pretty sure some of you are going to vote for Gary Johnson. So, I am having the biggest fucking problem playing this for you. Oh, god damn, it's killing all sense of timing. Yeah, so we'll show Torch. Of course, it's not going to fucking show Torch. Oh, this is so goddamn gay. You guys just bear with me, okay? Oh. Fuck. I swear next time it'll be better. Alright, I got it on my browser now, which is what I should have done in the first place. So I will show you guys that. Let me get rid of this black screen. That's fucking lame. We'll go to window capture. There we go. So let me just make this bigger for you guys. Put myself in the front as we read. Crushed like a bug. And the email address is god@thecenteroftheuniverse.com. Again, they sent this through omniarrows.com's contact page. Message, less than a month later, after you blocked me because I kicked your ass and showed you to be a whiny, spineless bitch. Your shit channel is gone. I told you that you would self-destruct, but this is a new record. Ah, nature works so well. The weak and inferior are sucked dry and cast aside. And you thought you were a psychic vampire. Laugh out loud. You're just a stupid coward bully, a parasite without honor, and now you're dead in the water. I tried to warn you. Actually learn about what you speak of next time, and don't waste so much effort like a peasant slave. Pick the right targets, or continue to be cannon fodder. Namaste, you motherfucking retard. And then it just says opt-in false. I don't know what that means. So there are a few suspects. Could be Amy, The writer's muse, she does say namaste. Of course, CW Chanter also says namaste, and he was blocked a month ago. Now, I don't know, when someone says, I kicked your ass after you blocked me a month ago and showed you to be a whiny, spineless bitch, I'll be honest, guys, I don't know who the fuck that is, because I don't recall anybody kicking my ass or showing me that I'm a whiny, spineless bitch. So, I guess I'll let my little junior detectives try and figure out who it is, but I don't think we're ever going to know unless somebody knows where this email came from, God at Center of the Universe. I want to throw out that perhaps Stephen Williams sent it, but that's a bit of a stretch. I'm just thinking because, no, the grammar and punctuation would be way worse. Primary suspects, the Writer's Muse and CW Chanter. But I didn't block the Writer's Muse a month ago, so take what you will from it. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. My first thought was Ryan Cropper, but then I thought, like, why do I blame this guy for everything? I don't even know that he gives a fuck. So, there you go. It's just been a fun day for me. I thought my account was hacked when I woke up because it wouldn't fucking let me log on to anything, so... but it's weird because it did let me log into Omni-Eris earlier today, and then it locked me out about 20 or 30 minutes later, so I don't know what's going on with all of that. But, yeah, so... sorry about the awkwardness of this broadcast. Guys, in the chat, do you have any questions for me? It could be Ald Killendal. It could be. But I don't think Ald showed me that I was a... I thought about C. Denver, but he didn't show that I'm a whiny, spineless bitch. So I guess it could be him, though. Yeah, he's a suspect, too. But I just don't think it's him. And I still don't trust him. He can go fuck himself. So anyway, yeah. Fun times. Yeah. Guys, I don't even know specifically what else to talk about. I will say I'm hoping to get things fixed with Ron. I know that we need to do a reset of some kind. Ron just can't handle talking about these people, and he's right not to be able to. I will say he's the one that chose to talk about them on that hangout, but I've done a whole bunch of stupid shit that I should have never done live too. So anyway, yeah. I guess I'll stick around for a little bit longer if you guys in the chat have any questions, or by the way, guys, nobody really knows where Patrick is right now, but there's a good chance that he's currently locked up in some facility somewhere because it's highly unlike him to not be on the internet. There was some speculation that he was staying with Amy Shaw, the writer's muse, but I don't think that that's true because he would be on the internet if that was the case. So, guys, what do you think of keeping up in the left corner here and keeping the logo here rather than going full screen all the time? And by the way, while we're here, I guess I'll just tell you guys some more of the plans that I have going. I'm going to continue to do the Secret Magic Kool-Aid broadcasts live. Obviously, there will be some better preparation next time. I didn't exactly know what I needed to be prepared for, but yeah, that was probably my fault. And, but yeah, I'm assuming I'll get better at this. Pray to Eris. And I'm also going to start doing Wingnut Welfare as a live broadcast. It is going to come back, and it's just going to be 1.5 hour thing. It's going to be more political in nature, or just in general discussing culture, social stuff, rather than focusing on conspiratords. But don't worry, all of that is going to stay. I'm still going to do stuff like that. Still going to focus on scammers and con artists, but it's really just desperately time to reset. Well, I don't have a choice anyway, do I? But it did get very toxic, and it was starting to impede my own mental health. So, you know, don't try to, I forget who said it, but don't try to drag people out of the rabbit hole. You know, they'll just drag you right back down in there. So, let's see. No questions, huh? Yeah, the Invisible Prophets, I know you're talking about Shonen. This person is a total piece of fucking garbage that they would dare say that Patrick John Coleman punched Butterfield in the face because they were having rough sex and Butterfield wanted it. I mean, he's going to sit there and say domestic abuse victims, he's going to lie about them And he also said Butterfield had every reason to lie about that interview. What reason would he have? What does he have to fucking gain from lying about it? Nobody fucking believed that Patrick was having rough sex with him. So, whatever. Can you imagine Patrick having rough sex? It's terrible. Yeah, Ed, I know about a green screen, but then I'd have to buy way more lighting. And that's going to cost money, and I need to be saving money right now. By the way, guys, did you know that Patrick's new boyfriend, Will, lives in Cincinnati, my hometown? And I don't have any mutual friends with him, but I have a friend who is friends with one of my friends. He goes to the University of Cincinnati, which I was 5-minute walk from for years. It's just kind of creepy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even care. I wanted to interfere. And I actually did contact Will's father, but I don't think he ever read the message. And at this point, I'm just exhausted, you know? I need to recuperate. My vendetta will never die. But I need to get control of things. And Eris has thankfully granted me a lovely opportunity to do so. So, I'm sorry you had to wait so long for Secret Magic Kool-Aid. I'm getting my shit together. The show title will remain Secret Magic Kool-Aid, but the new show is going to be called Mystic Kool-Aid again. The channel is Son of Eros, but it is not yet up, so don't even try to look for it yet. I'll give you guys all links. You don't have to worry about it. And I'll get the first episode up on Sunday. I mean, Friday. When I say Sunday. But I am going to have 2 channels from now on. I'm going to have one channel for content, which is much harder to flag than one of my drunken rant videos or something like that. I'll have a separate channel for all of my commentary and rants. So guys, thanks so much for joining me. I guess I don't really have much else to say. It was kind of an awkward first broadcast, I guess. But it is what it is, and I'm going to have to get the hang of it. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for contributing your time, your money through Patreon, your energy. Thanks for devoting yourself to this as much as you have. It's all really appreciated. And you guys don't have to worry about some piece of shit knocking me off of the internet. I mean, maybe one day YouTube is not going to be feasible anymore, but I'm always going to be out there some way, somehow. And in case you guys are wondering what's going on with Doc, all will be revealed, okay? But Psychic Vampires is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Time. I do have a bit of a format. I guess I can tell you guys about the format for the show from now on. You know what? I'll stick around and we can watch a video too, okay, guys? But I'll tell you the format for Psychic Vampires. We're going to do 6 segments per show. We're going to rotate guests in and out. I think 3 people max is more than enough. Sometimes there's too many fucking people on there and everybody wants to talk and nobody gets to make a point because we're all sharing time. So it's going to be rotating guests. I can do 1 guest per each half. Me and Ian are going to be the primary hosts. Unless something changes with Ron and we come to some kind of mutual agreement about what to do, which I actually really hope for, because Ron is an extremely important part of the entire Psychic Vampires thing. Ed, I will hit you up. Thanks for the offer. But yeah, so hopefully we'll work something out with Ron. But right now it's just me and it's Ian. And the rotating guests, we're going to do 6 segments. There's going to be 4 videos per episode. We'll have 2 videos in each segment, as well as a game or an improvised segment or bit. So we'll do 2 videos, then a game or an improvised segment or bit, break, video, a rotating segment. We have some ideas. We're going to maybe take the stupidest comments we find and read those on the air. Maybe we can find weird shit on Craigslist to read. You know, stuff like that. The final segment of each episode is going to be the Golden Douchebag of the Week award. So we'll find the biggest douchebag of the week, we'll review their video, go over it with them, then we'll do the outro to the show, and that'll be it. And I'm going to try to cut back on the drinking a little bit on the show. I really need to get my head together. It is fun to drink and get to just laugh at shit, but things get derailed very easily when that happens. And I feel like I need to get my head in the game. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I am still looking for guests tomorrow. Okay? Again, I know Light Guru's not watching, but I really want Light Guru. Sexually. So do you guys want to watch a video together? I guess we can do that. Let me see what I got here. I had a couple pulled up. Oh, you know what? They're on my Omni Eris playlist. That's some funny shit. Well, maybe that's going to be it then, guys. I definitely don't want to watch a Patrick Coleman video. Or if you want, I can play you another brief video while we get things going and I find something. If that's what you guys want. Yeah, I have a bunch of videos we didn't watch from the last Psychic Vampires. How about we watch one of those for a moment? You know what? It's not going to work. Not going to work, guys. I wish I could get into that other playlist. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful or because I misled you into thinking that we were about to watch a video together. I'm so sorry. Okay, Greg, you want to watch a video? Oh, whose video should we watch? Anybody have any suggestions? No videos from, oh, you want to see my dick? Okay, I'm just kidding. Search for them. You want me to search for the videos live? Okay, why not? Let's see. Let me just make myself smaller. I'll pull up the screen here. We'll do a window capture. That's not what I want. Where is Firefox? You piece of shit. Where are you? Wow. I will tell you right now, OBS is kind of annoying the fucking hell out of me. Because I'm not even seeing an option to share. Here we go. It's the moment to go crazy. You guys are going to witness me snap. Because of technical issues. It's not even really a technical issue. But the window should be... There we go. So I'll share that. Let me put myself in front. Make this a little bigger. What do you guys want to search for? How about we search for... I don't even know what to search for. Targeted individuals. Targeted individual situations. Here we go. Moonchild. Message to targeted individuals. Why not? Moonchild. Here we go, everyone.
Okay, so I wanted to make a video for my records too about targeted individuals and everything that I've been through.
Yeah.
Started back in November 2014. And since then I've just been bombarded with voices and
oh, you should see a doctor about that.
And all kinds of typical targeted individual things.
What I don't understand is most people know that once you start hearing voices, it's a sign of schizophrenia or it's a sign that there's something wrong going on in your head. I know these people are crazy and that's why it's not their first thought. But I just don't get it because it's so widely understood that that's what hearing voices means. How come they're not even open to the idea that perhaps they are actually schizophrenic? They're not even willing to accept that that's a possibility. It doesn't make any sense. And I also wonder how many of these people are confusing intrusive thoughts, which everyone has, with voice-to-skull technology. I mean, maybe I'm going to reveal here that I'm a crazy-ass serial killer or something, which I am. But sometimes if I see like a sharp object, I'll have this thought like, oh, you should pick that up and stab yourself with it. And obviously thoughts like this get filtered out, or people who are holding a baby, they may think like, what if I drop the baby? I mean, these thoughts come to you. People have these thoughts and they just get filtered out or essentially fucking tossed in the recycling bin. So Everybody has intrusive thoughts. It's a real thing. Are these people so fucking narcissistic and special that they need to take their natural phenomenon of intrusive thoughts and claim that they're being targeted by the government, that these intrusive thoughts somehow validate their specialness? Let's not even ask if that's what's going on, because that's definitely what's fucking going on.
There's clearly a set agenda to drive
Either that or they're
crazy.
straight up lying. And no one's trying to drive you crazy, bitch. You've embraced the insanity if you think that the voices in your head are actually being transmitted to you from the Illuminati. That's your problem, alright? I mean, no one's driving you this way. You want to be special. You need this to be true because it validates your existence. That's what's going on here. You don't have to torture yourself, but you like to torture yourself. You like to self-flagellate with this crap, right?
To take things from them.
And you like all the
I lost my
comments.
job.
You like all the likes and the crazy sycophants telling you
lost
that
my
what you believe is
dad.
true.
But
It's really
it
sad,
started
though.
with I was
She's
just
probably not a malicious person. I don't think all of these people are like, I'm so fucking narcissistic, I'm just gonna do everything to feed myself. I don't think that's what it is. I think people just really want to feel special, and especially when you want something, you're way more willing to find things that confirm your biases or to engage in these states of cognitive dissonance. I mean, Patrick Coleman is a perfect fucking example of someone stuck in a permanent state of cognitive dissonance. He says two things can be true at once. That's the very definition of cognitive dissonance. And I wonder if that's one of the primary factors driving people into these fucking fantasies. Because I know inside there is a part of them that knows that this is all fucking fake. I mean, you can say I don't really know what's going on in their heads, but, and I admit that I don't, but there's something. They fucking know that it's a fantasy, and they choose to ignore that. They know that there's no real evidence of anything that they're talking about, and they choose to ignore it. Because they're not special, they're just crazy if they accept it. And they don't want to be crazy. They would rather be special.
driving and I got lost and I stopped and asked for directions, and all of a sudden 3 cop cars pull up with an ambulance and they automatically just take me to the hospital instead of giving me directions. And
what were you really doing?
So I stayed in the hospital, and
she
they
was
put me
probably
on that-
wandering around. I mean, who knows what kind of state she was in, but the police do not just pull up and arrest you and put you in the hospital for no reason. She's leaving a part of the story out here. If that really happened, I would question it, but this is a person who claims to be a targeted individual, so there's not a particularly large amount of credibility to begin with.
medications and
I just get
all
the
kinds of
impression
stuff
we're
that
not
I
being
had
told the full story.
psychosis, and all because I stopped and asked for directions because I was lost, and that's pretty normal usually.
That's not
People give you
entirely what happened, is
directions
it?
or, you know, help you, but so I got on medications and stayed in the hospital.
Is she
kinda
off
against
of her
my own
meds
will,
now?
And so it's been a long road. I got this to help. It's called a Q-wave.
Oh god.
Helps turn the negative into positive.
That doesn't
Got a
fucking
couple
work.
things to help
You got
here.
ripped off. And you know what's really disgusting is that these targeted individuals and all of this gang stalking bullshit is all propped up by these scammers who sell this Q-wave shit. These people who sell, what's that? The Faraday cages, tinfoil hats, tinfoil lined coats. These fucking assholes are the one who push this shit because they make money off of it. And they're just preying on a bunch of sad, lonely idiots who have nothing better to do. She literally doesn't have anything better to do. She probably can't get a job because her psychosis is so bad. So then she joins on this little bubble where it just increases exponentially. It's a fucked up situation. We live in a fucked up world, and there's no fucking accountability for the ways that people are preyed upon. Nobody gives a flying fuck. I mean, not to beat a dead horse. I know I totally beat a dead horse every time I use that phrase, but my channel got deleted, and these people are still allowed to scam retards. They're still allowed to prey on weak, suicidal people. I mean, Teal Swan's got a fucking body count. she's allowed to do her shit. Patrick's got a fucking body count. He's allowed to do his shit. Those two are a dime a dozen. There's people all over the internet like this. They're making money. They're just scamming, preying on idiots everywhere. Not even, I gotta stop saying idiots, because it's not only idiots that get preyed on. Sometimes people are really weak and vulnerable. And if you're an idiot getting preyed on, that's one thing. Maybe you fucking deserve it because you're an idiot. But not everyone who gets preyed on is an idiot. They're just lonely and sad, and they just need some validation. They need to feel like they're a part of something. And then these predators come along and they go, oh, you're fucking ripe for the picking, aren't you? So I don't even know how to solve the situation, you know? I definitely accept that I'm a guy who feels like he's on a mission, but at this point, I feel vastly outnumbered.
But I do still...
And I feel like people don't care.
Hear voices, and all they do is talk about me as if I'm the center of their attention, and I don't even know them, but they do. Some people have fallen for it and have gone out and shoot people and stuff like that, so I just wanted to bring some awareness on the...
So it sounds to me like maybe you're having thoughts to commit violence against people because you're saying you have the same kinds of thoughts. I mean, again, intrusive thoughts, so you can discard all of that. But second, if you're having thoughts about shooting people and you think that the thoughts are coming from voice-to-skull technology, that is seriously threatening to society. You really need help whether you want it or not. So we can't just ignore this shit. There's a very serious crisis developing in terms of mental health in America. I'm sure in the United Kingdom as well, although they crack down on it a lot more over there. But especially in America, this is all festering, brooding shit. And it's getting pretty fucking ripe. There's going to be consequences. If all of this type of behavior and philosophy goes unchecked and unchallenged, we are going to have a serious generation landslide. There's no other way to describe it. If we do not get control of this ASAP, we are fucking screwed. And that's one reason why I'm so passionate about this shit.
Subject, and, you know, that it's true. They do target innocent people out of nowhere. So then I was released from the hospital, and then I got diagnosed with schizophrenia, bipolar, anxiety.
Okay, so
and
she
depression.
really is mentally ill.
And then I signed up for disability, and I can't get disability, so it's like no matter where I go in the system, I'm never gonna get help. I have to, you know, go out and get a job.
That's another thing too. She can't get a disability, but Dan Pratt can sure get it. That makes a lot of sense. And you know Patrick is also collecting money from the government, and so are so many of these other fucking assholes. So this is a sad story. This person seems very confused. Seems like they really need some fucking help. And I'm sure that there's dirty, nasty trolls feeding this crap to her in the background, sending her private messages and emails, just completely building this shit up in her head. I'm sure that that's going on. And I don't even know what could possibly be done about that. She's got to choose to free herself, just like all these people have to choose to free themselves. I'm sick of putting myself on the fucking line for people. I step in dog shit every goddamn time, okay? So that's another thing that's got to change. But there you go, guys. Secret Magic Kool-Aid. Number 4. What did you think? Was it fun? Was it fun times? Do you guys really insist I'll do one more video? Okay, I know, you're gonna insist. Why don't we look up gay shamans? Of course I'm not gonna do Patrick. Here we go. We showed this guy on PvP one time before. We're gonna show him again. This guy is a good gay shaman, okay?
I'm really excited about this evening. This evening is a very special ceremony.
Yeah.
I'm getting to work with a shamanic facilitator who's become a really gentle and tender mentor for me.
That means he found
He's
someone to
also a
have
gay
sex
man.
with. Yeah, they're banging.
Spanish-born, raised in Switzerland.
Sounds sexy.
Kind of lived the gay life for a while, and now has devoted his life to providing these sacred plant medicine experiences for people all around the world. And there'll be information in my in the details around Javier and his temple here in the valley, so beautiful.
Okay, yes, this guy's full of shit, and yes, I have not seen all of his videos. I don't know what he's entirely about, but let's just take a glance. This, if I were to say there's a healthy form of shamanism, this would probably be it, because they're just talking about medicinal plants and enjoying nature. They're not talking about the fucking spirits talking to them or any of that shit. So this is, if you want to be a gay shaman, Keith Lightning is your role model. But maybe he'll get into some bullshit, I don't know.
Well, I'll give you a little tour here in a moment. So I'm going in the ceremony tonight, and I'm actually surprised how excited I am. There's been a lot up for me. I'm ready to shed more layers of just denial and pain and all kinds of things that I've been carrying.
Ugh, sorry.
And I know that just ready to go. They've kind of been up on the surface for me. So I will report back after this tonight's ceremony.
This guy's boring, though. I'll tell you that much.
And
yeah.
as you can
terrible, absolutely terrible. You know what? At least Patrick's entertaining. All right, Daniel Pratt. Maybe we'll see what's going on with Dan Pratt. I don't know. This one looks funny. I'm trying to be the Shepherd Ringo.
Morning, folks. I'm going to try to make this a quick one because
Hey,
I
you
got
fat,
packing and
dirty
stuff to do
bitch.
today. But
Packing?
I just want to talk about some life lessons.
Dan Pratt moving?
One that I've learned in the last few days is, we're all human.
Not all of us.
We all make mistakes. And one of our most valuable creeds in life, I think, should be
kill Jews.
We all make mistakes. It's a matter of whether we learn from them or not. So
this is a very
what
poignant
I've
video from Dan.
In the last few days is I need to be more prepared for, shit storms that come about in life.
Yeah, like when they cancel your
I've also
disability
learned
check because
that
you're a fraud.
If you admit you're vulnerable at times and your spirit is true and...
Hey everybody, let's all shed a tear for the dirty Jew-hating homophobe known as Dan Pratt because his disability checks got canceled. Oh, so fucking sad. Alright, we'll continue.
You're real with people and they know you have love in your heart and you're trying to do better. You're always trying to do better. That people will help you. And boy, do I know that more than ever now. And I've expressed my gratitude and it's real. And I will learn from it.
All right.
I'll grow from it.
Cool.
I've received criticism from it, and I expected it. To a degree, you can call it hypocrisy. I railed on the monetary system and people that monetize their channels and that. I try to explain that I'm not going to charge people to hear truth. I believe it should be freely shared from, the evil government system on down. And so, I expected a certain degree.
Okay, so he's going on about the importance of truth. Of course, we all know he fucking thinks the earth is flat, so I don't think that truth is as interesting to him as total fucking fantasy, paranoid delusion. So that's what Dan Pratt really likes. And, yeah. I don't know, he sucks. He's so boring. I feel like I've taken a hit of heroin with all of this Jordan Womble shit. And it's hard to get that high again. You know what I mean? But it's good to stop doing heroin. So, there's one person who will never totally quit doing heroin. And he's got a dirty brown finger. So, I'm going to play you guys out as soon as it finishes downloading, that is, with the last segment of Magick Kool-Aid ever. So, it's going to be Mystic Kool-Aid from now on, again. But that last segment was about Druwana Johnson. She's a real dirty piece of shit. And I'm sure we will cover her again in the future on Mystic Kool-Aid. I'm glad that Omni Heiress did not get deleted. I have a feeling it will never be unlocked. Could be wrong. Maybe YouTube will actually do the right thing for once. Who fucking knows? Doubtful. Very doubtful. Extremely disappointed with YouTube. Extremely disappointed with the way that they handle their fucking business. And I don't ever expect justice on this website. So yeah. I guess we can just bullshit while I get this clip downloaded. I hope you guys like the show. I hope you guys like the new format. This blue sheet behind me is permanent, by the way. And, yeah, I don't know really what else to say. It was a fun last year, but no longer. No longer is it fun. Oh, it's only at 64%. This is an awkward silence, guys. Super awkward. Let's see. While that's downloading, again, any questions from the chat? Anything anyone wants to know? Should I bring Omni Jesus back from Thailand, where he is with Bashart? Or perhaps any, I'm not singing that song, Greg. By the way, in case you guys didn't know, if you remember Shiata Feline, she's apparently been doxxed by Monty's crew, and she's claiming she's going to leave the internet now. It's hilarious. She'll be back, of course. This is the bitch who thinks that she's a cat lady from the planet Lyra. If you want to check out my videos about her, they're on the Omni Eris channel. It's called Getting Butthurt with Retards, part 1, 2, and 3. And, yeah. I guess I would lie if I said I'm not a little depressed right now. I was fine when I started. See, I have these manic ups and downs. I probably really should be medicated. I probably have a serious mental disorder. Yeah. Yeah, guys, this is the most interesting live broadcast of all time because I keep adding stuff to it that I wasn't prepared to show. Yeah, you guys can expect more scripted stuff in the future. I know I was doing more scripted stuff in the beginning, especially those first segments of Kooky Conspiratard Kool-Aid and some of the Magic Kool-Aid. The first segment was always dedicated to the shtick and the news, and I think I need to bring something like that back. But so, guys, thanks for joining. I'm going to play you out with the last Magic Kool-Aid that's ever going to be aired, I guess. Although I still have a bonus segment from there that I might upload to the new channel. Now I gotta find this fucking video, of course. Here we go. So, thanks again for joining. I really appreciate all your support, everyone. And that's really loud. I'm going to join you guys in the chat here in a second, but I need to step out and smoke a cigarette. I'll let this play, and then we'll end the broadcast. Add. Window. Create. This is terrible. There we go. And here we go. Hello, my retards, and welcome back to the final segment of Magic Kool-Aid 15. This segment features Dr. Druana Johnston. Now, I guess anyone can call themselves a doctor, but she's also a reverend. She calls herself Dr. Reverend Druana Johnson. So let's take a look at her page. She's a life coach. So she's a doctor, she's a reverend, and she's a life coach, and she's a psychic empath. Is there anything that this person is not? And you know what, Dr. Johnston, I would love to see a PhD. I would just love to know that you're a real doctor and not a doctor like Dr. Phil, okay? And further, I think it should be illegal to call yourself a doctor if you're not, in fact, a doctor. Because the word doctor implies that you have a doctorate, which I doubt that you have. And it's pretty easy to doubt that she's a doctor by taking a look at her page. Manifestation Magic. For the New Earth, Volume 1. Yeah, all the doctors out there are reading this. Let's take a look at her services here. Now, she tells you what she's good at, but what I want you to see is this part at the bottom here, okay? Now, I will admit to being a little confused when I click on quantum healing hypnotherapy. It's talking about some woman named Dolores, but I thought your name is Dr. Reverend Druana Johnston. I'm hoping Dolores is another person and not a previous name you used for this scam, but and that you just forgot to update your website. I don't know. But let's take a look here. There are no guarantees, but these are some of the remarkable results Dolores and her QHHT practitioners alike have experienced with clients during a session. Cancer of all types at various stages being cured, cartilage being reconstructed between joints, AIDS being cured and eradicated from the body, heart conditions being healed, no surgery required, deteriorated livers being regenerated, kidneys being regenerated, open flesh wounds being regenerated, migraines being explained and their root causes removed, 20/20 vision being restored, diabetes cured, intestinal problems cured, back problems cured, neck and shoulder pains removed, lung problems cured, skin problems cured. Is there anything that you're not claiming you can fucking cure? There's no way that quantum healing hypnotherapy cures cancer and AIDS. How can you make this claim? It's illegal to make that claim. You're a fucking stone cold scammer, Dr. Reverend Druana Johnston. But what I want to see are your prices. This is updated in 2014 by Druana Johnston. Okay. So let's send her an email. Hey, Reverend. The message is, can you please cure my cancer with a hypnotherapy session? I will pay anything. Let's see if we get a response. Interestingly enough, I cannot find any pricing on her website. I'm assuming she wants you to contact her so she can see how big of a fucking idiot you are, and then she'll charge you accordingly, okay? The stupider you are, the more you get charged. I put proper punctuation in my inquiry, so I bet I won't get a huge charge. We'll see. To cure my cancer with hypnotherapy, I mean. Let's go ahead and just take a look at her videos real quick. Popular uploads. Your birth certificate is worth billions in credit. Yeah, she's actually telling people that their birth certificate is worth billions in credit. This is admittedly 3 years ago, but 11 months ago she said your birth certificate is worth billions to pay off debt. How stupid do you have to be to fall for this crap? What is really happening to our reality? Mandela effect? Free powerful letter can wipe out debt. Deadly debt weapon letter. So she's basically a sovereign citizen idiot who happens to be a new age idiot as well. What happens when worlds collide? She manifested a new car in 2 weeks using the law of attraction, and you can do it too. It'll only be an unspecified amount of money for her to tell you how. Why don't we just take a look at her video? This is from a Dr. Reverend, okay?
Hey, good morning.
The Queen Mother is reptilian, and so
there.
are we.
This is Dr. Reverend Joanna Johnston.
No, you're not.
You're
not a doctor,
special
you're not a
announcement
reverend.
to make with you guys. I mean, I'm really
I've
freaking
never
out.
seen a doctor or a reverend that makes videos with their tits hanging out.
Right now, actually, freaking out big time. Because what happened, I had a
You
dream
should hang your
last night.
PhD on the wall
And
so
I
we can all
posted it
see
on
it.
all over Facebook about the Queen Mother. Okay? She basically, in the dream, she basically came out and she basically said, you all need to know the truth. You all need to know the truth. And it was even darker than her. Okay?
Why does anyone care about your stupid dream? You lie about being a doctor, and you're a self-proclaimed reverend, so what gives you any importance? You're building up your importance, and then you're telling us that your dream is important, but you have yet to actually give us a fucking reason. Could you show me one person who traded in their birth certificate for billions? If you have billions of dollars from trading in your birth certificate, why are you making these stupid videos? Why are you selling courses over on your stupid website? It doesn't make any sense. If you have billions of dollars, why didn't you just fuck right off into obscurity where you belong? No billionaire would have such a shitty setup for their YouTube channel. Buy a studio. If you really feel compelled to make YouTube videos and you have billions of dollars, why don't you just make something that looks like you actually have billions of dollars? I'm not seeing a billionaire here.
Deeper than her. Like, something even beyond her is controlling the whole, orchestrating everything.
Oh yeah?
In the
Is it
dream,
Satan?
she was dressed up in some type of garb, some ritual garb, and it had scaly...
Did she magically send this dream to you so that you would pass the message along to the rest of us? Hey, if the queen wants to admit she's a reptilian, she's the fucking queen! She doesn't have to appear in a dream to do it. She could just go live on television and rip her fake human face off. Come on! Why do they communicate in these stupid messages? If they're trying to bring about disclosure, fucking disclose yourself. Don't give some hack fake doctor a mystical dream so she can communicate the message to us. You're not that important, Dr. Johnston, okay?
Scaly. It's like a scaly robe or something like that.
Oh, okay,
And
the
she
robe
was
was made of scales.
childlike. Maybe it was something that I saw in a dream where she was acting like a child. She was kind of a child, or when she was younger, like she wasn't really sure what was going on. It was like little
Sage
glimpses
advice
of
from
things
Dr.
about
Reverend
her.
Johnston.
And she's walking down the hall and wearing one of those
This
Vatican
person wants your
hats,
money.
you know, like the ones with like a pine cone, and just walking down the hall. And it was a ritual, and she was surrounded by people that were of the Vatican. And in the dream, she was doing some type of weird somersault where she was like rolled up in a ball, and she was bouncing from the ground, and then she kept bouncing from the air.
In my
like, there was
totally
nothing,
nonsensical dream, which just has a bunch of random shit that doesn't make any sense, I really felt the need to convey to you the importance of this dream. Well, then can you get to the conveyance, because I'm not seeing what's important yet.
Not even from the ground, like levitating. It freaked me out so much. I woke up from the dream.
You
I
were
was like,
freaked
what
out
the
from-
hell was that all about? Like that freaked me out. And
You
what
were
happened
really
was
freaked out by a retarded
last
dream,
night,
huh?
you know, I was kind of going through my downtime. I usually go through those times where it's not really down, but it's like a neutral
She's
time.
taking- this is
and you're
poop
just
coming out of your
asking
mouth. You're
questions
taking
like,
a
why am I
verbal
here,
shit.
Really, guys. I mean,
No one
universe,
cares.
Why am I freaking here? What's the point of me being here? You know, we're spreading truth.
Yeah, ignore that person in the
but you know, the war's been going on for thousands of years. I mean, why? So what's the difference? You know, what's the difference?
What kind of billionaire uses
now?
football? Okay, guys.
And so I said, I really need some.
I'm going to go ahead and set up the link right now. Let me just put this on top so you can see that. I'm going to get the Hangout link going. There's a lot of you in there. I'm pretty sure I have ways to contact all of you. I don't know if I can with you, Jaded Sofa, but either way, rather than reach out to all of you, what I'm going to do is just put the link in the chat because there's so many. Let me start getting it going here. Again, this video will be unlisted right after I'm done here, so if you want to watch it later and you're not a Patreon subscriber, but you got the link because I sent it to you or somebody gave it to you, then just bookmark it. Okay, I'm going to the live dashboard. Okay, here is the link in the Hangout. Don't know if... I hope you guys can copy it. I'm also going to send it to a few of you individually. Alright. So, I would end the stream right here, but I'm pretty sure that's going to immediately close the chat because I'm streaming from a different... I'm not using Hangouts this time, obviously, so... So I have somebody in Hangouts. Oh, hey guys. All right, guys. Hey, 1 second, guys. I'm still broadcasting. Hey, okay, guys. I'll see you guys in the Hangout. Okay. I'm gonna stop streaming now, and I will see you there. Make sure you click the link if you haven't seen it yet. Sorry. All right, guys. If you still need the link after all of this, then go ahead and message me on Facebook or contact me omnieris@gmail.com and I'll get you the link. Otherwise, I have to end it right now so we can go into the live Hangout, okay? Love you guys, and I'll talk to you in just a second.